There's one to the doorway.
Shall I put some more oil? Now that's the difference between
Yes.
At your leisure, but please don't move the labels.
Okay.
So here we have Asafoetida. It's gum. It's got edible gum and it's got wheat flour and it's called hing. It's an Indian grade, quite high grade, quite gritty. Next door to it we have the Asafoetida root itself. Have a good smell of that. That's it's what you
Sally,
could.
what country did that come from?
India. But I mean, before India, good Lord, who knows?
The roots came.
The root,
Yeah. Your roots.
my roots came from Afghanistan.
Right.
So next to that we have so-called Spanish Asafoetida. Don't know whether it's for sure that it's Spanish, but that's what it claimed on the bottle. And it's mixed with turmeric. So it's quite a... Oh, no, don't like it. And then
It's
quite sour.
Yeah, sour.
This is the Asafoetida resin proper. This came from Kabul, from Helen Sebury's husband, and it's 10 years that I've had it. And then this is Drudina root. It's got no smell at all now.
So this is from Anatolia, Turkey.
This is the Anatolia one. This is Drudina root ground up, and this, Andrew, you must taste, you must smell this because it's your
Tell me what it
pleasure.
is.
This is Drudina resin.
Oh, I see. This is the resin.
Yeah.
How did you get this across the border?
All of it. I smuggled all of it.
So I get the rest.
Okay, so our menu today. Our menu today, as you can see, is meatballs. Meatballs with a special sauce, which I'm going to be making from scratch now, while Dimitra cooks my meatballs. But the other dish that I've made today is the cabbage. Now I want to tell you a little bit about the cabbage. This cabbage recipe survives in 4 versions over 800 years. So it starts with
Nisithios.
4th century BC. Cato the Elder, roughly 175 BC. Pliny, mid-1st century AD. Oribasius, 4th century AD. Same recipe, virtually verbatim. This is Cato because it's the most comprehensive. And I love it because if you've all noticed my stick, you'll understand why. Cabbage, in a word, excuse me ladies and gentlemen.
Could you kindly hush down,
Thank
please?
you. Cabbage, in a word, it will cure all the internal organs that are suffering. If you grate silphium, it will be even better too. But as to diseases of the joints, hence my reference, nothing so purges it as raw cabbage. If you eat it chopped with rue, with dry coriander, with grated serpicium, with oxymeli and a little salt. After using this remedy, you will have the use of all your joints. So I need to keep eating it every day, I think. There is no expense involved, which I thought was really intriguing. And even if there were, you should try it for your health benefit. So there we go. And there's 2 big platters of the cabbage recipe. So it's been marinating in oxymeli with rue, with coriander, with mint, and some Asafoetida root. So while we wait for the meatballs, it's going to start my sauce to go with the meatballs. Now this is whole pepper. I made some yesterday to try and catch up so I wouldn't have to work so hard today. And I was talking while I was making it. And I put too much ginger in and too much pepper in and it blew my head off. So it's behind us. So we have peppercorns and we have lovage seed. Now lovage seed is a seed that very rarely is used in cooking and very often misidentified. So everybody wants to have a little, take that and have a look. It's bitter, it's acrid, but in a sauce with honey and fish sauce it works, but you don't need very much, you just need a tiny bit. So there we are. Our pepper and our lovage has disappeared already. It's immensely quick with these mortaria. So now we have oregano, and we go again. And I don't know how many seconds it will take. Okay, it's gone. It's pretty much gone. It's incredibly efficient, these mortaria. So then we add a little bit of ginger. Ginger was one of the really expensive spices, and this is where I was talking to somebody and I put too much in, so we've got to be careful. We don't want very much. It's very expensive, but you just want a little bit of heat, not too much. So we go again. And then it's honey. Always, oh dear, the jar's very sticky. So we add the honey. I've got some hot wine and honey on the stove to make it convenient to get it hot quickly. So I'm only adding 1 tablespoon because I thought ahead. And I think, well, yeah, because it's quite sour, the wine, I'm going to do that just to be sure. So it's always a good idea to check the recipe. Ginger, lovage. We haven't put the Asafoetida root in. So easy to forget. So I'm going to use, these are tiny, tiny, tiny. 1/8 of a teaspoon. So let's have a go. We do.
Oh, that's the delicious one.
That's the delicious one. It is. We're going to do 2. We're going to do 2. Okay, so now I'm going to pop over and put some hot wine in here, and it'll lift everything off, because of course it's sticky and it doesn't look as if it'll make it a decent sauce, but hot wine will bring it up.
It's funny to think how Cato said there was no expense. But then
so
probably, you see, he was an honest politician, so he probably had a free supply of Asafoetida ginger.
You mean it was a bribe? Right, the final stage of the recipe is it's thickened with amulum, which is wheat starch. But making wheat starch is a long, drawn-out process. It takes days, and I basically cheat and use corn flour. And I'm sorry, but that's just, because life's too short.
So that's corn
It's
flour.
neutral. There's no flavour to it. So
that's New World.
that's New World, Andrew. I'm cheating. I'm cheating. I brought all my spices in plastic boxes. I mean, we are not dealing with an authentic experience, really. Okay. So it's lifted completely. And I'm going to put it back on the stove and put it up. So while we wait to thicken the sauce, you could have an experience of the smell, anybody that hasn't smelt it yet, and we'll talk through what these are. Or you can also try the cabbage.
Yeah, of course.
Sizzling, you know, look at the brown sauce that you put in the gravy.
This is Darren. This is Darren, my mascot. This is made from tuna blood and this. And only tuna with salt.
How much garlic in the burrito, Mama? Yeah. Parcelli. Good. I think she's done it about right. But the poetic recipe has long in. There's something wrong with the poet or the recipe there.
This is a garum high matty. You're a really modern historian, aren't you? So this is made with tuna, bird and
I saw that. I was looking to see where we're up as well.
So at some point, then
And I